Next takedown we're going to cover is the high crotch. The high crotch is a combination of many different takedowns. There are 4 things you need to concentrate on if you're going to learn the high crotch motion. And that's the first thing you want to work on if you're learning a high crotch. Okay, we're going to start from an elbow control tie-up. Again, on your elbow control tie-up, the thumb is on the outside and the other 4 fingers are on the inside. Once you get into this position, you want to position your head on his shoulder on the same side that you're controlling his elbow on. Okay. In this case, John's going to have a collar tie-up. Okay, so thumb on the outside, other 4 fingers on the inside, head position right on his shoulder. As I mentioned before, there's 4 things that you need to concentrate on if you're learning the high crotch motion. Once you learn that motion, there are many different things you can do as far as your leg attacks are concerned. Okay, so from here, the first thing we want to look at is a step. Again, we're stepping to the outside of the opposition's foot. Okay, it should be pretty much on a straight line with his foot. You don't need to step too close. I would say a half foot to a foot away would be fine. The second thing you want to concentrate on is your inside knee dip. Without moving this inside foot, you're going to dip this inside knee to the mat. So from here, you're going to step and dip the inside knee. The knee should dip pretty much right between his legs. As I said before, you do not need to move that inside foot. The knee dips straight down to the mat. The third thing is this inside arm. To start with, you want to leave that arm right in your lap position, right here. You do not need to control his wrist or come up and control his head. Leave this hand right in the lap position. This is where that hand is going to be most effective. So from here, you're going to take your step, you're going to dip your knee, and shoot the inside hand through his crotch. Just like that. Now, once you do that, as much as possible, what you're trying to do here is start to eliminate the body space. You want to be as tight as you can to the opposition. So you're taking your step, you're dipping your inside knee, and this hand goes through his crotch. The most important aspect of your high crotch is what you do with this arm. We're controlling this arm with the elbow control tie-up. You want to take this arm out to the side and behind your head. You want to get your head under that arm. So from here, the 4th thing is what we do with this arm. Taking this arm out to the side and behind the head. So, you got your step, your knee dip, this arm goes up the crotch, this arm goes to the side and behind your head. Now once you get to this point, as much as you can, you want to start to eliminate the body space. Also, once you get to this position, what you would like to do is angle your body more towards the outside. This puts you in a better position to start finishing your high crotch takedown. This is one mistake that many young wrestlers make. Once they get to this position, their body is at this angle. From this position, all John has to do is sprawl and start to cross face, and he's in a good position to beat me on the high crotch. So I need to beat him by moving more to the outside. That's important. Okay, so from here, you're going to take your step, dip your knee, clear the elbow. Just like that. Now, once you get to this position, the outside knee should be up. Inside knee on the mat, and you should be controlling this near leg. Now, there are a number of different ways you can finish this. The first finish we're going to use, I call it a duck motion finish. In most cases, the opposition will sprawl when you hit it on your high crotch. So as he starts to sprawl, what we're going to do is pull this leg in tight. We're going to drive this knee to the mat, and we're going to spin hard. As we start to spin, we're going to swing the back leg and go behind his back real hard. Like that. Okay, again. I'm going to get into the high crotch position, and we're going to have John sprawl. Then I'll work my finish. That's how it should look when it's done in competition. He sprawls, you rotate to the outside and behind him as quick and as hard as possible. The second finish we're going to work on is changing to a double. Okay, elbow control tie, work into your crotch position. From here, what we're going to do is just change. This outside knee is still up, inside knee is down. From here to here, change off to a double leg tackle. Once you get here, you want to control the center of gravity, which is his hips. You pull them as tight as you can to your body. You're going to lift them up and take them away from your head, down to the mat. Okay, again. It's best to, when you do this, change to a double as quick as possible. The thing that you don't want to do is go to a double right away, like such. You don't want to do this. You give that man just a little bit more time to get his hips away. If you go to the single first, you're going to have some kind of control. But if you go straight to a double, you may lose it. Okay, so we're going to go here, then change. Up, and away from the head. Now, the next finish we're going to work involves coming to the feet. Now, we're going to hit the high crotch. You're in this position. Immediately, what we're going to do is come down to this one leg. We're going to stay as tight as we can to this leg. You're going to push off of this foot, and you're going to push him towards his opposite leg. As you do that, you're going to come right up to your feet, this way. What you're looking to do here is change to a double leg tackle, like this. Now, once you change, there's a number of things you can do. But while you're changing, if you can get this inside leg on your hip, you're going to be in a much better position to finish. So, when we come from this position here, we drive up, we pull a leg to the outside and on the hip. Now we change. You can go to what we call an inside trip. Here, take him down to the mat. Just trip him out hard. Boom. Back down to the mat. Or you can step across his outside leg this way. Take him down to the mat. Once you get him here, I like to do this. I like to keep this leg hooked, rotate across, and go right into a turn. He'll probably turn away from me at this point. Now, you've got a nice move to put him right towards his back. You just take his head, keep moving on a diagonal, and you'll have him right on his back. Okay. If John happens to get this leg back down in the middle, which a lot of wrestlers do, now you're looking to do what we call run the pipe. You keep this leg elevated high up in your crotch. You're going to move your feet, walk him away from his support leg, and throw his hips to the mat. Like that. Remember, let him hit the mat first. Okay. So again, we're going to come up to a double. High crotch, here. Now here, pull the leg to the outside, change. You can trip him here. You can trip him across. If he sticks his leg back down in the middle, you walk him away from this leg and take him down to the mat. There. With what we call a run the fight.